so now if I switch... Huh, that's weird. It's not showing it yet.
Huh.
Okay, well... The music's still going, so... Oh right, it's loading everything from scratch again because it's loading the GUI.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, it's popped up on my screen.
Huh? Let's see.
Um, the starting soon screen's up, so I can see that.
Okay, so I just switched. I thought you meant the other stuff, so... Back to the starting
Nope.
soon.
There we go.
At least you get to hear the music, so...
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm going to... You go and start announcing it on other stuff.
Gotcha.
So,
Alright.
now I'll be leaving to get a drink.
Sounds good. That's weird. Hmm. Watch things don't be a little funky, but oh well.
I am back.
Welcome back.
So, any influx of people?
To be honest, my thing's still on 0, but I know like 2 or 3 people are watching.
Okay, so...
Not including me.
There you go, now on the live scene.
There we go.
I thought you were gonna announce on Confef.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy that this worked.
Yeah. Let's see. Have you decided on a thing yet?
Uh... Decided on a what?
What country you're going with this time?
No, like I said, I was gonna let you guys decide, just, you know, not US or United Kingdom. Like, not these two, because this one is dependent on the Senate, and this one is fully dependent on world tension.
Yeah.
as we found out, where literally I did all the where I did all of the focus trees I could do without world tension, and even then it was still slow because
Pretty much.
there was only like two 35-day ones, which means like a month and less than a week,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest were just like 70 days. So I know you gave me. I heard that starting out, this one's a bit more difficult. I mean, I get political power more easily. There's also, and you did give your vote for either Germany or USSR.
Yeah.
Let's see. War with the UK. Claims in the Baltics. Trotskyite plot?
Question mark?
Yep. Minus 20 stability. Percent stability, yeesh. Also, I'd like to point out that they probably made a mistake that his mustache is not the same as his hair.
I think it was that way, actually.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also get the fucking sense of fashion for the time.
Yep.
Although they made him a lot fancier.
Ooh.
Because I don't think he had this coat.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know what the man weared.
I don't know. Oh, you want to know something cursed? A friend sent me pictures of Stalin and Hitler without their mustaches.
Oh, I kind of want to see that.
Stalin looked some weird but somewhat okay, but Hitler without his mustache was just like, ugh.
Cursed alternate dimension.
Yeah. Okay, Soviet Union or Japan? Japan is all about naval game until for a bit, like balance out naval game and all that.
So we got 2 votes for Japan with Lucianello, 1 for Soviet Union, and 1 for German.
Well, 3 for all 3. So all 3 are at 2. So one of the 2 Axis members, or, well, the Axis leader, a formal but not like true member of the Axis, or the giant.
Yeah. The one who was pretty much on their own side, but helped the Allies.
Yeah, because convenient. Because,
Yep.
oh hey, you're fighting the person that just declared war on me. Convenient.
Pretty much.
Okay, so... But remember, there's also D's.
Yeah. I'd say if we don't get any other votes in like a minute or so, like roll a die or something.
Okay. Yeah, so... There's also Hungary, Czechoslovakia. I don't think Czechoslovakia's a good starting nation, considering what happens to it.
Yep.
British Raj, South Africa, New Zealand, Australia. You want to know the fun fact?
Oh, sure.
As to why the UK was able to get nukes so quickly?
Sure.
Because they controlled most of the world's supply uranium at that point, which was, fun fact, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand.
Huh.
The other portion of uranium that was obtainable in the world was owned by the USSR. So, if you ever wanted to know why the fuck everything in fucking Australia is so deadly, that's why. Everything in Australia has at least 1% uranium in it. Or at least
God, that makes so much sense.
Or at least 0.5% uranium.
No wonder the spiders are so big.
Yeah. Oh hey, we were at 5. Oh wait, no, it's now down to 3.
Yeah, it was 5 for a few seconds, I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to advertise on my own again
Hmm.
on another server. So, let's see. I'm gonna make a straw poll.
Okay.
Okay, so straw poll. Create a poll.
Make it to where we can only vote for one thing.
I was gonna do IP duplication
Okay,
and
that works too.
and spam prevention.
Yeah.
So that way it's like, hey, you can't vote multiple times. So let's put German Reich and USSR or Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I would, again, if I had La Resistance, I would say, like, yeah, Spain. And Turkey if I had Battle for the Bosphorus. So that way it'd be like 5 choices. So I know that there's 2 votes for all 3 of these options that I'm making the poll for. I'm putting this in the chat so that the people who watch can also put this.
Ah, God, recapture. I hate these things.
Yeah, it was to prevent spam.
That's fine.
Oof. Okay, that was a burp and a half. So there we go. Now, mind you, everyone in this chat, I will say that. Okay, so I was going to say, like, all of these options already have 2 votes each, but I'm counting them as separate because they're not on the straw poll. And yeah, everything now, all of them are at 3 votes each. Oh, I just saw that the USSR got up by another vote, so Germany and Japan are tied with the USSR up by 1 vote. So 4 votes and the other 2 tied at 3.
Mm-hmm. Oh, oof, LO can't vote because of the IP thing.
Oh. Then... Oh right, you 2 share an IP.
Yeah.
Oof, sorry. But that was just also a way to prevent people just spamming one decision. But like, I counted your vote, LO, which was... Okay, so that means USSR is on 5 votes. Japan and Germany are on 3. So far, USSR is going on a firm lead. I'm gonna wait an extra minute. Just to make sure.
Gotcha.
So, let me just refresh. Okay, so someone else in the screen chat just said, USSR, so that makes it 6 votes against 3 votes. So, yep, sounds like we're playing US. Yep, sounds we're playing as good old Funny Russian Mustache Man number 2. Because number 1 was Lenin.
Yeah.
I find, I'm noticing somewhat of a trend. Men with funny mustaches always seem be in pre-World War II times always seem to have gone the biggest contributors to that.
You're not wrong about that.
Yep, so out of this whole world, we are playing as the Soviet Union.
Ye-
Fun fact,
that's
this
right.
is...
I need to shave sometime soon. November's over.
Yep. So this is where we gotta go. This is the one I'm gonna be a bit afraid if this goes with their focus tree of just attack the bear, underbelly of the bear, which is here, Afghanistan and Iran.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just gotta make sure I'm pulling out the cheat sheet because as the USSR, there's a lot of stuff that you could do, but I'm gonna do the one thing I said I would do normally in Hearts of Iron 4, which is the thing to make it so that I can max out the infrastructure for on my capital specifically.
Gotcha.
Because that's what I want mostly. Just a maxed out infrastructure on one area. So that way I can just be like, okay, from this capital and onward, we will be basically spreading out stuff fast. Just need to make sure. Okay, yeah, found the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Copying it. So now let's just... We're gonna still do on recruit difficulty.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because again, the UK was really, really passive in all this, and I didn't get to do almost anything.
Yep. Oh, I see a Discord notification thing on your side.
Oh, God. Okay, so let's just fix that. All cleared, and... do not disturb. Come on. Come on, game. Game.
Liz?
Don't tell me you crashed, please.
Oh, that would suck. Oh, nope.
Okay, there we go. Okay, that got cleared out. It was two people discussing about a character, which I don't know why they had the feeling to discuss that. Okay, so I clicked that trade decisions. What are the current decisions we have? Prospect for resources. We need excavation techs. Ban fascism, ban democracy. So, nothing at that. So, standard openings. Okay, we got all this researched. We have mountaineers and paratroopers. So, this is the typically standard opening. Electronic mechanical engineering, basic machine tools, and construction 1. I'm just gonna see what we can find. Okay, we have no interwar stuff. We can upgrade to this. We do have this strategic bomber. Tactical bombers are also very good.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Fleet and Being Doctrine. We do not have carriers. I will get a carrier soon. Okay. Mass Assault Doctrine. That is perfect for the USSR.
Yeah.
The perfect weapons are overrated. A large number of good enough weapons is the path to victory. Basically, this is just throw lots and lots of bodies on the field, which, as you can see, as we start off with, as the USSR, we already have a very big starting amount.
And that's pretty much what they did in World War II, so...
Okay, so let's see. We can go for interwar artillery, then work on this armor, then we work on this variant of light tank to have access to mediums. Mediums are like, they're slower than light tanks, but they're a lot harder hitting. Heavy,
Right.
but they're fast. They do less damage than a heavy tank, but they move a lot faster than a heavy tank. So it's like low damage, very fast movement, very high damage, very slow movement, harder hitting than the lighters, faster than the slow, but less hard hitting, more hard hitting than the light, but slower than the light. That's basically the whole thing with mediums. But mediums work for this one, which I think this one's the modern tank, which is a mix of both heavy and medium.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, this is a super heavy tank, which as you can see from the icon alone, it is destruction.
A unit, pretty much.
Yep. Little machine gun thingy at the top. Big fucking pow stick at the front. Okay, we got engineering companies, that's a good thing. We got motorized, which means we got this. We need radio researched, which means we need this. And then this gives reinforce rate a lot faster. This one's more research speed. Now, what do we have here? Okay, so we just let this queue up, finish the queue here. We do not have a lot of rubber. So just do this for support equipment, 2 for towed artillery, 1 for both of these. Actually, no. Make it so that everything has a minimum of 3. So now I just need rubber. Let's export. Let's trade for rubber. And the ones with the most will be... That should give us a bonus of a over 0 of 3.
Nice.
We need convoys, which that is something I will put on the queue, on the production queue as infinite.
Yeah, I don't think rubber trees can grow in the USSR.
No, they don't.
Figured.
Okay, so let's just... They all have the same name, so let's just destroy this production line. Open up a dockyard, which will be fully dedicated to infinitely making convoys, and this will be at the top of the queue. For at least top of the naval queue. So we will always have this. Factory bomb vulnerability. That is something we're going to do with disperse artillery, which should disperse industry. This is why disperse industry is always good. It lowers the factory bomb vulnerability, but also it's for like if you want to expand keep production high as you expand.
Nice.
So,
guys, this is not a technical chat. Do not do that.
yeah. Let's see. We don't have... Yeah, we only have it. We only have this, which I already fixed. Let's see. We will start with... Well, first we have to do these, so... I'm gonna check these, see if I don't have anything that affects Moscow.
Mm-hmm.
Armament effort. Socialist realism. Finish the 5-year plan. Oh yeah, all of these are 70 days, so I need to do like maybe 2. And then I focus on the Great Purge.
Ah, right. Okay.
So, prove the railways. Finish the 5-year plan. Or Stalinist constitution. Let's improve the railway network as our starting thing. But now I go to buildings. Ooh, yeah, you can see why it's... yeah, these are much bigger, but you see that the infrastructures are much more condensed in this area, because... Jeez.
Good lord.
Yeah, when they said, like, Russia and the USSR is large, yeah, they do mean large. So, let's just do this. Enabled, and then we just do infrastructure, max this out. And there you go. Everything in Moscow should be good. So now I click here, reinsert that one to disable it. And now we are much better. So now let's just start the game. ×3 speed to start it off. We have civilian factories freed up. Let us... Where do we go for here?
That is a good question.
2 levels of infrastructure here. So that way, you can notice that everything's at least 5, which is a better thing than nothing.
Yeah.
1 level here.
There's so many sections of this place.
Yeah, USSR was fucking large.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 here. 2 here. So, there we go. Now, if we look at our government, we have a civilian economy. We have 80% war support. We need... Okay, so... partial mobilization is what we would need. But we also would need limited conscription. Extensive conscription, you can only do it 2 ways.
Uh-huh.
Have one which is more than 20% war support, and the other way of getting it is that the ruling faction must be either fascist or communist to get it easily. Or the hard way is that 20% war support, and you must be very outnumbered in terms of in terms of how many divisions you have versus the enemy.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that way, once you get that, that is a way for you to bypass it without being one of those 2 ideologies.
Gotcha.
The other is disarm the nation, which is why.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, so now we wait.
Alright.
Yeah, see? The Rhineland and Moselland. Moselland. These are the 2 areas demilitarized, but the actual thing is just militarize the Rhineland, which is this one.
Ah. I know, right?
And-
Didn't think they had so many sections.
Yeah. I know one of these places was the Ruhr, but I just can't find it. I know that in the Rhineland it was demilitarized. I think it was here in Essen where the Ruhr was. I don't know. It was one of these 2 areas here. Unless they, like, renamed it to the Ruhr.
I have no idea.
So let's see. Yeah. This is Memel. Which, to be honest, it's not a very large chunk of land to lose ever.
Yeah.
This one's the big chunk. This one's the one that's a little bit hard.
Eesh.
Let's see, the only thing we can do now is... build steel mill. We need construction 3. We need 100 political power to do this one. Region-wide industrial integration. Add 1 more building slot. So let's just put this guy under control of 1 guy. Which, let's just say, Generals Georgy Zhukov. Winter specialist possesses an intuitive understanding of the difficulties of fighting in cold conditions. Oh right, that's the other fucking reason the Soviet Union won so easily. It's just like, hey, shouldn't we
Pretty
be...
much.
was like, hey, shouldn't we prepare about these people that are about to attack us? For some reason people always attack us in the winter, so don't do it so much. Don't reinforce too much.
Honestly, I don't understand why they did that.
No, that's not just with what Germany did. Like, every single country, back when this was a tsardom, during the Soviet Union days, even Russia nowadays, everyone that wants to attack them, for some reason, always initiates their plans in the winter. Just like, you're making it more difficult on yourself, more than the enemy.
Pretty much.
It's like, bitch, we're acclimatized to the cold. You think you're gonna make us... You think we're gonna lose in cold conditions?
Mm-hmm. I'll say, fuck. I'm trying to think of everyone who did that.
Let's see, what are you? Winter attrition specialist. Attack plus planning, brilliant strategist. You know what? Let's just go this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no. Harsh leader. No, wait, that's division recovery rate. Boris, what are you? Cautious, reckless, chance to get wounded. Right now, since nothing's happening, I can be a bit picky. And leave the thing running on. Ooh, Old Guard, max entrenchment, that's good. Rear officer, cautious, and politically connected. Oh, these are field marshals. Offensive doctrine. Brilliant strategist, career officer. You know what? I'll go with the winter attritions guy. And your front line will literally be here. Already going down the historical path. And
There we go.
you, for field marshals, we will go with this guy.
Alright.
Oh, we got the railway done. Remilitarization of the Rhineland. Okay, so Mikhail... Oh god, I'm gonna fucking murder my throat with this. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Also, we're at 4 people. Yay.
We're at 6 on my side.
Oh, nice. Mikhail Turkavishka, or Veshsky.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So, you have Brilliant Strategist at +1 attack and planning, promotion cost reduction. Okay, good. Planning speed, but you have a greater chance to be wounded. Infantry Officer. Trained. Offensive Doctrine, +1 attack, which means you have a total of +2 attack. And organization loss when moving, -30%, which is good. That means I lose 30% less organization when moving. And I can give you a trait, so you are hired. And let us check your traits that you can do. Unyielding Defender. Okay, so plus 10% breakthrough. That's not that bad. Organization first. Defensive doctrine. We already have the offensive doctrine, so... Since we have more recovery... Let's see, organization first. That's reinforced rates. That will be mitigated somewhat once we get the radio. So, let's get charismatic. More division recovery rate.
Please help these names suck for a native English speaker.
Let's see. We can also still give the organization first or aggressive. You know what? I'm gonna go for aggressive assaulter. What does this do? Increase the attack of executing assault and shock tactics. That's good. That just gives a base plus 10% breakthrough, which is good for units that don't have breakthrough yet.
Yeah.
And I believe this buffs all the people. An army group organizes armies with high levels of instruction and planning. So yeah, all of these buffs that he has now are being applied to these guys. So now
Yeah, that's
we
overall very
pause.
helpful.
We finish the 5-year plan. And then we do the Great Purge. So if I go to here, infrastructure, that increased this one's infrastructure to max, plus a few other places. We still got some of these. Let's bump this up by 1, so that way it's like 4. So that way we have a better infrastructure here. You can see that these were improved, so let's just add 1 here. Max out some of the steel. 1 here. So that way it's at 5. Same for here. We finished that, so let's go directly to radio to get that reinforcement rate back up. And now we do region-wide industrial integration of Stalingrad. Which
I like this.
Oh wait, where's Stalingrad again? I think it's a big bubble one. This is Leningrad. This is Minsk. Where the hell is Stalingrad? This is
no idea.
Sevastopol. This is Crimea, so... Okay, that's Moscow. There's Stalingrad.
Hey.
It's not too far off from Crimea. So there you go. Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, Poland. This is Kiev. Nope, not that. Let's just... Odessa. Republic of Ukraine. I hate... God, the USSR has so many fucking air bases over here.
Nice. That'd be good when you spec into planes.
Yeah. It's like some carriers over here to help defend against this. Mostly over here is what I'm gonna deploy, so that way I don't get naval invasion by the Germans through here in the Baltic Sea. Because I do not want to lose Leningrad. So that is generally the strategy so far. Also, yeah, we also have Tanotuva, our little Tanotuva.
I've never heard of that.
It was a place, like, look at that. Tanotuva, right directly under.
Jesus.
And also, because in the focus tree, it gets annexed.
Okay.
While it hardly matters economically, for political reasons we should formally annex the People's Republic of Tanotuva as an autonomous oblast within the Soviet Union. So, like, they never actually did this. It's like, I will go down anti-capitalist, so that way I can reconcile with Japan. So that way it can be like, aha, I gave you this little island, so you have less of a reason to go and skirmish against me. And then I can just go down the anti-fascist route, which is the historical route, and go here. Well, technically, the historical route for this is a lot scattered, which I think that's what they're going to do with Barbarossa, which is just, you know, streamlined so that, hey, here's the one clear path for this, for the historical route, which is the communist route. And then, like, here's the alternate route. Here's what you can, the decisions that lead down the alternate route.
Gotcha.
Or have it be like, do this. Like, you know, how there's this little sign thing with, like, the German tree. How there is a, hey, here's the historical path for you to go through war and fascists. But here's, like, hey, here's where you oppose. And then go through either a democratic side, which is here, which I think this is where you form the EU. Or go here to be non-aligned and also still go through a lot of war. See, this is where it is. Like, assassinate Mussolini to get, to then put Victor Emmanuel III as the leader of Italy. Which that's the thing. I really hope that they do something in Barbarossa that not only it affects, like, just Italy, just the USSR, but also affects Italy in a sense.
Oh.
So that way it's like, hey, you get, these two countries got their much needed reworks. You can now actually just decide, hey, maybe I don't want to go through the very, very limited historical path of Italy, which is just very, very small, which is just this one, these two plus this one, and then all of this, which is very tiny. Or do the all of this where you could go slightly, you can go slightly alternate history what you do with Yugoslavia. Either historically go with claims, or alternate history just do this, but then do the rest, which is do the rest of the historical path, which doing this just basically makes it easier to make Yugoslavia fascist, which in turn causes them to have a civil war, which once the civil war breaks out, they join, the non-fascist side joins the Allies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so let's see. Oh! Treaty of Addis Alba. Yep, we got the thing. We can also do this. Also, undo that so that way it doesn't say, hey, you can do this. Because I'm not going to do that. So, let's just go for you. The planning speed. Your offensive line is essentially go from here all the way. No, wait. Go along the river. There we go. That is your offensive line.
Looks good.
Yeah, there's a nasty river crossing penalty for moving troops while trying to fight to the enemy while on the opposite side of a river.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so making it so, but it also affects the enemy if they're trying to fight you. So So it's a double-edged sword, a river. It can be a benefit for you or a benefit for them. You can also somewhat make it the penalty less harsh by researching things that are like, oh hey, I have less fucking need for this. And all that other crap. Now that they have this, he is very confident. Also, inferior enemy also is a thing where if you have more than the enemy, it gets the inferior enemy bonus. But the division still preparing, that is something that I need to wait on.
Yeah.
Because this guy is... Yeah, army reassignment duration is bad. Max planning is good.
Mm-hmm.
He also has like less supply consumption, which is also very good. Now this is something good.
What's that?
Like the fact that I'm already able to plan something. This is already better than before.
Yeah, more fast-paced than yesterday.
Yep. Now what I need to do is do this, and then we gotta go down the Great Purge. Because I did try one game once as the USSR. I got like most of this, and Trotsky returned. I got assassinated. This got canceled, and this got bypassed.
Oof.
So I was like, let's see, women in aviation. Oh, National Spain declared war. This is actually somewhat interesting. It militarizes the schools a bit, but also is like requires workers' culture. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Gold. Thank you for following, Golden Hawk.
Nice.
Please. Yeah. Okay. Also, I just noticed that I got a lot of notifs.
Oof.
Yeah, it was a GM group
Mm.
that was not quiet, so now I need to fix that. I remember... Yeah, last time this wasn't the... Yeah, last time I forgot to switch myself to Do Not Disturb mode, and we didn't get any of the notifications from Discord there.
Which is strange.
Yeah. So, I don't know. So, we go here. There is this, which gives a research speed.
Mm-hmm.
Positive heroism effects. Available as military high command. And mass assault expert. Oh.
Nope.
Yep.
And he's gone.
You. Wait. Okay, no. The Discord thing was notice were able to be seen for a brief bit, but we, the ones speaking in here, are not getting noticed. So,
nope.
This is what it is. It's like workers' culture, more construction speed, and then this sets the rule. We get 25x air experience or air EXP, but also sets the rule: women in your country are allowed to become military pilots. The 588 Night Bomber Regiment becomes active in Moscow.
Oh, hey, Kane.
Hi, Kane. So, yeah, like, I might go for the Stalin Constitution and then just go for the Great Purge. So that way I have access to all of these later. The Spanish Civil War. Okay, so, yep. They're making a lot more headway this time, the Nationalists. We are almost done with finishing the 5-year plan, which gives us 4 free civilian factories. And we do a region-wide industrialization of Stalingrad. We do the Stalin Constitution. And then we do the Great Purge. I also really need to get out of civilian economy and at least into early mobilization, so that way my construction speed for civilian factories is not that harsh. Because God, minus 30% building these is like horrid.
Yeesh.
And also, if I show this right, there should be a... There we go, factions. This is all of the Comintern. These are the allies, which is just all of the UK's puppets. The Comintern is just mostly... Oop. The Soviet Union, Mongolia, and Tanotuva.
Gotcha.
So now, we finished all of this. Let's go for disperse industry. That raises the that makes us less vulnerable to being bombed, our factories, which is actually a great thing. Like, make some of the factories like underground or more dispersed, meaning, hey, if all of these things are key, but they're all key factories in production, but they all have such a spread out thing, there's not much, way to counter that.
I was saying, I doubt you can just carpet bomb all of the USSR.
Yep, there's also that. So I will put you on a separate guy. Which, thankfully, they easily start getting color-coded. Unassigned divisions. Yeah, you all are very much just... No, I need to go from here. There you go. No commander yet, but now they're all at least somewhat organized.
Alright.
So now we got a guy here, a guy here. Let's see, what are you? No, what are you? I can put... Let's see, Panzer Division Cautious. Let's see. You are out of supply, person. I greatly appreciate that, and you have skill, which is already minus 5% supply consumption, so add that. That's a total of 30% supply... Reduction in supply consumption when out of supply.
Yeah.
Which is good. So I'm gonna assign you. I'm actually a bit happy that I decided to go like, hey, let's add the Hearts of Iron classic stuff here.
Better music.
More... Not like better music, it's more like better music diversity.
More accurate, there we go.
Yeah. To be honest, like, they only need to push this one, and then they've essentially cut off Barcelona and Madrid to two separate things, and this makes it much more easy to control them, because supply generation is, like I've said, where the big star is, that's where most of your supply is going to generate outwards.
Ah.
Like, it'll spread outwards to the rest of the country. Like, see how where Moscow is? See it, like... Imagine this, like, how the airbase is focused. How you see these rings. Imagine it, all the supply is going outward in forms of circles.
Ah.
Like pulses on a radar. That's how much you can get. That's how technically supply works. But, like, if you're, say, invading and you're not on a victory point, like over here, but you take over a port, we can send you supply from our home country all the way to this port, as long as you don't exceed the amount of supply you can realistically control here. So that's how it works. Max out the infrastructure in where the home base, where the capital is, and suddenly everything else is just a lot better. Because now I have like 3 free constructions. Also, yeah, this place is like 8 million manpower. Almost 8.5 million manpower. That's also why Soviet Union was just like, yeah, just throw bodies at the problem.
Pretty much.
So, we are doing the Stalin Constitution. We've done essentially most to unlock all of this. We need... Oh, we need to be at war with this one.
You were asked how long you've played Hearts of Iron 4 for.
I've played, like... I don't play this game a lot often. I played a lot of it when I did my first when it told me to do the tutorial. When I saw that there was a tutorial and I saw it and it just told me, hey, you can keep playing. You can keep playing the game, even though you just finished the tutorial, and that's what I did. I did, like, as Italy. I took over all of South America as Italy.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah. And then I was like... Most of the time from what I've watched that got me interested in this game was just, like, watching people, like, Provis, Feedback Gaming, and a little bit of Enter Elysium.
Nice.
And those were the people who mainly got me interested. Now, mind you, all those people had every single DLC, so what you're seeing here is I'm only missing is Man the Guns, La Resistance, and Battle for the Bosphorus.
Yeah.
So I could go and learn this, or I could do a bit of ahead of time and get this. Or I could do synthetic oil experiments. Or I could be smart and get this. So that way I know all of the most basic stuff. So yeah, I don't know. So my experience playing the games is limited. Because I don't know everything personally. Ooh, Kazan is now fully regionally industrial. Okay, now we do that. We've got a lot of stuff. Here's the thing about some of the stuff. These are purged, not purged by Trotsky. And popular figurehead, not purged by Stalin, not purged by Trotsky. There's all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You lose some people because of the Great Purge. So, I don't know how it is, but I don't want to play as Trotsky, so... Not purged by Trotsky. This is a dangerous Trotskyist plot brewing among... Oh, there is a dangerous Trotskyist plot brewing among the officers, even in the highest ranks. Though Trotsky's personal involvement remains unknown, the threat is great. The USSR could be thrown into another civil war unless we are prepared to break some eggs. The number of purges completed will affect the likelihood of a renewed civil war, and scale the effect of officers purged. Not picking this focus will lead to a civil war and the potential return of Leon Trotsky. Gain Officers Purge, which grants these things, which, although it grants minus 5% stability for Trotskyite plot purged, which, reminder, right now, this one is minus 20%. It also takes the longest. That's basically a good amount of day. A good almost 2/3 of a year.
Mm-hmm.
So we go for early mobilization.
Golem Hawk, there's no such thing as playing too much unless you're on a game like a majority of the day, like 15 hours or something like that.
Yeah, like too much playing a game too much is like, okay, I woke up at like 8 a.m. Let's get on the computer. Oh hey, I haven't played this game in a long time. Okay. Gonna take a taking a break to stretch. And then you look out the window and go like, whoa, when did it get dark? And you look at the clock and it says, oh, it's 11 p.m.
To be fair, I did that with God, can't talk. Witcher 3 the first time.
Yeah, I did that with Mass Effect where I just like started at like 11 p.m. and then I went to stretch and realized it was 4 a.m.
Yeah, oof.
with Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that's basically the reason. Now, when that happens, that's basically, yeah, you played the game too much. The fifth column, persecution of enemies of the people, those who would reverse or subvert the revolution, has been ongoing since the party came to power. The internal power struggle that followed have shifted our focus, and purging the party ranks themselves have given more emphasis since Trotsky's exile. Ooh, excuse me.
Excuse you.
Stalin has made himself an icon, but at the cost of making many real enemies and innumerable imaginary ones. Having seen the worst of the interpower struggles, the General Secretary is prone to act on the slightest suspicion. Being purged from the party means imprisonment or death. Dark times lie ahead for those who show disloyalty, or just a bit too much loyalty to seem credible. Are Zinoviev and his ilk still in touch with Trotsky? Okay, so... Okay, that didn't unlock decisions. That's what I thought it would do.
Yeah, sure.
So, let's see. We can go for limited conscription. We are already at early mobilization, which is better. Because now civilian and construction and military construction costs are not that bad. So let's just add an extra construction slot in Kazan.
Alright.
Let's see, where is Kazan? There's Kazan. Oh yeah, because we have 50 steel now for maxing out that infrastructure. So what we want to do is increase this one to 2, increase this one to 5, increase this one to 5, because that increases the amount of chromium and steel we have. And just having a generalized 5 infrastructure means everything should be, like, simpler.
Okay.
No, increase this one to 5, because that increases our chromium gain. This one to 5 increases our oil gain. Oil gain. This one is okay, I think, if I look at it. What is this one called? Oh, the might of the Soviet Union. Also, yeah, if you look at it, 25%. Like, factories owned. How many? Like a lot. 21 of our factories. Like, just look at how many factories are... 27 factories out of our 58 are being used for consumer goods. Jesus.
Yikes.
By going to early mobilization, I've now made it so that 2 of these lines are at full 15, and 1 is on the 3rd one.
Makes sense.
So, civilian factory construction, it's like... Okay, so 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. So now there's a little bit of a line here for civilian factories, leading from Moscow. And military factories, basically here, 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 here. So that way there's also a little line of supply of both military and civilian going to this front line. So basically everything I know about this game is secondhand from YouTubers who play this game a lot.
I mean, you're doing pretty good with it.
Yeah, so... Send expeditionary force. Ah, okay, so... The Olympic Games have concluded. We can't send volunteers. We are limited to a total of 7, so... That's 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there we go. You. Wait a minute. That is 7, right?
Hold on.
No, you know what? Go.
Yeah, that's 7.
Okay, so I probably did it wrong. So this one, you guys with light tanks, all that, I am sending you. I will give you what... Let's pause this. Let's see, what are you? +1 attack, planning an attack. Reconnaissance. Let's see. You, yeah, you. Nikran Chibisov. I will put you in charge, and you will be in charge of a group being sent to... Because we can do this, and this generates threat.
Nice.
So this guy will be sent to help nationalist Spain. Which literally what I'll be doing is just helping this side. Or at least cut off here so that they can control this side of Catalunya. Oh, hey Kane, I just noticed you in the VC.
Oh, hello, how's it going?
Hey! Also, your voice is a little bit low.
Oh, is it? I blame the headset, this happens a lot.
Okay.
There.
Bird, you can hear him now, right?
I'm gonna turn him up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just been kind of listening and doodling along. So,
That's good.
Okay, so good to know that you're here. Hope chat is able to hear you.
yeah, here's the hope. If not, it's fine. I'll probably figure something out.
Okay, so now we got this. Nationalist Spain has refused our forces. Refused our volunteer force. Our eager volunteers will have to stand down. Ah. Oh right, because we're communists and they're fascists. Forgot. Then never mind.
Okay, yeah, chat can't hear you, by the way.
There we go.
Oh.
Now this guy has a bit... Now this guy has a good amount of troops with him. For him. Although I will have to change your color. There we go. Change your color to... Let's just change you to green. I will say, because it seems like the Finns are mobilizing, I will put you there. And all of these, I will put you here. So that is 18 out of 20. Okay, so yeah, he lost the minus 20% from division still preparing, but because of this threat on the border, they are increasing their numbers. Let's see. I assign you to here. Now he's not so certain because there is still the some divisions not in positions and still division preparation. I believe one of them is, yeah, they're all trained. Some of these units are not properly positioned. That's because most of them are taking care of this, the border between, which actually there's not a lot of border to cross. They would just need to guard this area, like these areas. Oh, trial of the anti-Soviet Trotskyist Center. Let's see. Despite Leon Trotsky being forced into exile, Joseph Stalin fears that he has secret supporters within the party. A series of rapid arrests and brutal interrogations have yielded confessions and testimonies conveniently pointing to some of Stalin's rivals. However, the more questions are asked, the deeper the secret police delves into letters and journals, the more people are implicated, if indirectly. Party members are beginning to believe that Stalin's absolute power and the death of his wife have isolated him to the point where he perceives anyone as a threat. But isn't that exactly what a traitor would say?
Yeah, after Stalin's wife, he just went off the fucking rails.
Yeah, just kind of he took that whole, you know the whole thing that they say about your marriage where your wife or husband is essentially an extension of yourself and also your other half?
Yeah.
I think Stalin kind of took that a little bit too literally.
Yeah. Also, Golden Hawk, I appreciate the thing, but no backseat gaming. I know it's just a suggestion, but just saying. Also, 1,700 hours? Good God, my dude.
Oh yeah, I'm only at like 100 out. Almost 150 hours. Like, I do that, but again, I have this whole thing of I'm not playing an Iron Man, so I have access to the console commands, which I just did use to get like 100, well, not 100, but also just like max out the Moscow infrastructure to then do industrial integration, region-wide integration to this. So that way it's like better, because more construction slots. But I'm also like, if things are going a bit too slow, I just go like, okay, I'll just use this to fix it. But I don't only do that under emergencies. So let's see. His trust... Let's see. Kalinin's wife is suspected. He cannot be trusted either. Mikhail Kalinin, popular figurehead. Khrushchev dabbled with Trotskyism in the past. He must go. Communist revolutionary. Daily communism support. If I'm already fully communist, I think he can go. Yeah. Radek's confession points to several people within the party, minus 75 political power. Party members can be trusted. This paranoia will cease, but civil war will lead in the future. Khrushchev, you gotta go.
Be gone. And yeah, Stalin did go cray-cray.
Okay, well, let's see. Send an attaché. Okay, need 100 political power. So let's just wait on it. One more day. There we go. Oh, they will not accept.
Oh.
Negative. Has strategic reasons to be hostile to the Soviet Union, minus 100. Yeah, nope. Yeah. The historical route is that Francisco Franco wins.
Makes sense.
Not much places in a war. And I don't want the communist Spain to win. Because again, no la resistance means that this is all that they have to work with, and obviously I don't see much benefit. From what I've seen of the communist Spain focus tree, it actually does seem to help a lot if you help me a lot with some of the stuff.
Ah.
And there we go. No more of this region-wide industrial integration stuff. So I do have some of this stuff ready for supplying to Poland. Oh no, wait, I don't need to build forts. I think I read in the focus tree I get some for free. I really do want Battle for the Bosphorus and just see how I can do an Ottoman run. Oh, hello. There is a combat here. We're just sitting on political power. Let's see. Trudovix, that is the RFP is the fascist one. Trudovix is the democratic ones. We're halfway through I think we're almost at halfway through the Great Purge. So if I look at this, yeah, this guy is purged.
Mm-hmm.
Nikit. Yeah, this one is like plus stability.
Okay.
I could use that guy, but at the same time, in Chief of Army, maneuverability, defense, reform, that's just attack speed. Division training time minus 5%. Yeah, that is a good thing. Also, completed 2 of these, so now I can synthetic oil experiments because I would love to have much more. This is still a year ahead of time. Let's see. We got all of these. Maintenance companies are somewhat good, but field hospitals would help conserve my manpower. A casualty doesn't need to mean a dead soldier. Having immediate medical attention available for our wounded brought back to the rear is the first step towards ensuring this. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for heal. Wait, logistic companies. Sure that our support networks are leveraged to minimum waste. Yeah, logistics company, that is supply usage. That is a good amount. So yeah, let's just go for a logistics company. Because with lots of manpower, I would love both field hospitals and logistics company just means like, hey, less of my equipment is wasted, more of my manpower is preserved, which as the Soviet Union with a shit ton of manpower, I think preserving my manpower for as long as possible is probably the best idea.
Very true.
And let's see. Extra research slot. I do need both. I need this, but then I would need to choose either of these, which is Progress Cold, which is more research speed, Socialist Science, plus 3% recruitable population, and an extra research slot. This is like 140 days to get an extra research slot versus 100 and... Okay, so these two would be 140 again. And then... 210 days to get an extra research slot. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go this one. Because waiting essentially 140 days is a lot better than waiting 210 days just to get this. And I also, getting this one means I can do all of these. Whereas doing this just means I get these.
Ah, fuck.
Mhm.
Oh no, just stupid chair.
That's it.
Yeah, the chair's not very kind to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always pause when I do these things to check, just so that, hey, a random thing doesn't happen in the background.
Yeah. Whew.
And the roosters are back.
Ah, yes, your biggest fan.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see. I think we can go to ×4 speed. Yep, we can do something. Which... Army drills. Chief of Officers. This would be like army regrouping. Division recovery rate. Would be nice. He's not supporting a civil war. So what I can assume is that if it says not purged by Stalin, that means they are not Trotskyists. But if they says not purged by Stalin, that means they're a Trotskyist.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But there's these two, which is not purged by Stalin, not purged by both. They're both not purged by Stalin, by Trotsky, so that means they're a coin flip. So I'm guessing that's how it works. I have never played the Soviet Union as trying to maintain Stalin.
You've done a good job at it so far.
Also, fun fact, if the Civil War does fire because of what I found out, you get Trotsky, but the Civil War basically is like, okay, Soviet Union, and the other side is Russia. Like, it's legit called Russia.
Nice.
So, let's see. Too far ahead. Let's go for the radio detection. So I can post a few along this border to help me get some recon. One over here in Crimea, so that way the Black Sea can be a bit easier to detect what's going on. Because radar is very important.
Oh, yeah.
And put you there so that the iconless guy is there. Let's see what happened. Division's still preparing. So that means this will be an 80% value plan. Oh. Let's see. The Red Army. Secret Trial of the Generals. The Red Army has always been home to subversive elements ever since Trotsky himself was Commissaire of War. Documents acquired by the NKVD have implicated several high-ranking officers as not only traitors, but spies. Mikhail Tukavishky is among them, as is among the most prominent suspects. And one, Stalin is keen to get rid of the army. Meanwhile, the Navy's frequent contacts with foreigners have led to many of them being arrested as well. Although there are documents from our enemies proving their guilt, there is no telling if they fabricated them, or if they were given false information by those who wanted this purge to begin with. Tukavesky, let's see. Can I be cheeky about this? I can be cheeky about this. So let's see. Tukaveski removes a theorist. Let's see. Theorists. What are you? Nuclear research speed. I need to look at these. Need to see. Mikhail Tukaveski, not purged by Stalin. You are the mass assault doctrine guy. And daily land doctrine. Where are you, the other guy? Rokossovsky refuses to confess, but he is not allowed to. He cannot be allowed to live. Chief of Army. Let's see. Removes this guy, Samon, which is Army experience gained. Remove. Oh, that's Division Defense if I go for the first one. Then I remove a theorist. Then I remove the Chief of Navy, which grants naval air targeting attacks and agility from carriers. I do love me some carriers. And convoy rating efficiency guy. Mikhail Tukaveski stops being a... Who are you? Ooh, you're my really good field marshal, so no, I don't want to lose you.
Yeah.
Who are you? General Zhukov. You're not in this list. Blatsky. Kuznetsov. You're not on this list. Tibisov. You're not on this list. I would lose the... No, wait. Going with this option, I lose the Army experience gain guy. Chief of Navy, which is capital attacks, armor and ship attack, ship armor and ship attack, screen attack and screen defense. Let's see. Military high command guy, which is this guy. Plus 15% division armor division attack and defense. These are all hard choices.
They are.
Because some of these people are good. I really don't want to go here because I lose my really good field marshal because he's got... I gave him charismatic and agile. I gave him these two traits. And his stats are pretty great across the board. Minus the, plus 50% chance to get wounded in combat. But everything else about him is just good. I'm not losing any of these officers, which is what I really want. Which I really don't want. I don't want to lose the division defense guy. Must be tried in secret and executed immediately. Refuses a confession, but cannot live.
This is tough.
I also lose the guy that's like minus 5% field division training time, so... I'm gonna go with this one because it affects none of my generals so far.
Okay.
Home of the Revolution. Ideological fit drift defense, and it can't create factions. So... I'll go with a captain of industry. So that way, like, civilian factories are built faster, and I get faster infrastructure building. Which this should help these, you know, increase. Let's pump you to 5. And then these are already 5. I want these 2 to be 5, so that way most of the infrastructure doesn't go too far, or there's no delays in the infrastructure. Then I do 2 over here in the Cascas Mountains, so I get a bit more chromium, and this will be also 5. So that way, almost everything is better. So this line should be good. So I can just say, I can rest on this amount queued up. Let's see. Also, fun fact, this city, Ciudad Real, translates to real city.
Totally real city.
Yep. The fun things you can find out when you have someone that actually speaks the Spanish language.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm doing this because I do not trust that the Finns have mobilized already so hard against my border. So I am counter-mobilizing in response.
Oh, have fun, Kane.
Oh, okay, Kane. Let's see, I'm gonna give you a little forward offensive.
Oh shit, we're getting raided.
Oh! Let's see. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve, for the raid. I genuinely didn't think I was big enough to get raided. Yeah! Oh, gotta pause the game. Let's see. Hello, Squishy Noodle. Oop! Thank you. Thank you, Squishy and Steve, for following. Well, that's more followers for me. And this is a good thing. This is fun. Hope you two enjoy it. This game. We're doing a much better version of yesterday's attempt, which, oh boy.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, it was just... It was boring. We found out that the UK needs a lot of world tension to do anything on its focus tree. Okay, so the trial of the 21. After several rounds of arrests and trials, the Great Purge. We're playing as the Soviet Union, and we're just doing the Great Purge focus tree, by the way. Several rounds of the Great Purge has weaved a narrative that led up to this trial. Among the accused are not only old leaders like Nikolai Bukharin and a number of diplomats, politicians, military officials, and even many of the high-ranking NKVD officers. The charges are also more extensive than previously, including decades-old plots to murder Soviet unions and to sell the Union to its enemies, Soviet leaders. The fact that the NKVD themselves are now among the targets of the purge has, in a sense, brought the proceedings in full circle. Threats and beatings have led to many confessions to all charges, even the most outlandish ones. The leading defendants face execution. Okay, this has gone too far. Soon we will have killed all of our own. This one will lead to Soviet Union. Leads to a civil war.
She is and she isn't. They asked if you're newer to Hearts of Iron.
I only have I have 145.3 hours played. I've mostly just been playing, well, not playing. I've mostly just watched people like Provis Gaming, or now known as Provis, and Feedback Gaming for all of my Hearts of Iron 4 stuff knowledge. Which, like, it is crazy what those two can do. Feedback Gaming does exploits and all that stuff to show, like, yeah, these will get fixed later, but let's see what we can do with them as they are currently. And, fun fact, Provis is doing a Ottoman Empire run, which is gone full fucking crazy. Like, at war with everyone because Yugoslavia decided to join the Allies right at the last minute before they capitulated. So, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the America, when we tried for a little bit, was also a little bit sucky.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, so those... And I found out that, yeah, democratic countries like those two are very good in multiplayer, but not so good in the single player, where you're literally relying on Germany for everything. And even then, Germany in that video, in the last stream, was a bit of a dick because they were going mega slow on everything.
That they were, good lord.
Like, they did everything, like, within the last few months. Yeah, I'm trying to do a historical run here, at least a bit. Then once the actual wars come in, I'll be like, yeah, this is not historical. Okay, so I think we're on the last one. Let's see, political advisor. The Prince of Terror. Ooh, I don't want to get rid of him. Reduce air accidents, bad weather penalty. I like the bad weather penalty guy because it makes it so much easier when fighting in places like Africa or whatever. Capital ship guy. Increases penalty of officer purged. As we suspected, enemies are everywhere. Nikolai Kusanov. Minus naval experience gained. Air superiority and air ground support bonuses. Ooh. So, Sergal. Army regrouping and division recovery rate. Not the division recovery rate guy. I like the division recovery rate guy.
Ugh.
Close air support, attack and defense, and agility. Oh, they really make these choices difficult. I think I'm gonna go with this one because this one's a lot more tougher. Nope, did not meant to press pause. Unpause. Because this one requires a bit of thinking. Yeah, and I'm like just... See, this is what I like in a game that actually makes me think, what are the things I would be more happy with sacrificing? Like, this is what I like in games.
Yeah,
like,
agreed.
Yeah, just... Like, I like the big, dumb, fun, shooty games, like Doom, where it's just like, yeah, shoot, have fun. But I also... I do enjoy the games that also make me sit down and think strategically about stuff. Also, the one with me in voice chat is Bird, my moderator.
Hey.
Yeah, full on, this makes my monkey brain happy mode.
God, I feel that.
Which actually I do want. Like, I hope on this month someone I don't care how, if someone gifts it to me, if I buy it myself, I want Doom Eternal just to stream this.
It is very fun.
Yeah, I want to do that. Like, just stream that. Just like, it's a game that I can just stream however many times I want, and it's just gonna be fun. So yeah. Also, still very happy that when I started out streaming, I decided to not skip the free theme that Streamlabs gives you. Nexus is like a bit okay in this looks-wise, but I'm like, yay, because it gave me all this stuff fully set up, so I didn't have to spend longer than I needed. So also, I am a bit cheeky because I also do this, where it's just like, hey, it tells me who I'm going to lose, and I can just look at them like here. So, I don't know. I feel like this Nikita, I feel like... Is Nikita Khrushchev still alive? I remember that there was an old Soviet guy that the BBC interviewed.
I don't know.
I think he was alive while Stalin was alive, so that shows how old he was. And he was there during the fall. He led the... I was thinking how to say it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna... Let's see. Okay, Google. I know I should be doing the game, but with this one, I really want to think clearly.
He was the next leader after Stalin, from what chat says.
Yeah, Nikita something. Khrushchev? I feel like I want to say it's Khrushchev.
Hold on, let me zoom in on the
Khrushchev. Khrushchev is this one.
Yeah.
So...
Oop.
I'm gonna go with this one because I don't want to lose the division recovery rate guy or the air superiority.
Yeah, that's more than fair.
Yeah, so... The Navy and Air Force have been getting off too easy. I'm gonna be sacrificing the bad weather penalty guy, but... Division recovery rate is busted if you know how to... if you pair it up with field hospitals, which save you manpower. So... Let's just do it. Here we go. So if we go here... We also lose the Prince of Terror guy.
That well.
So if we go here... We don't have that many stuff here, so... We lose the Mass Assault Doctrine guy. We lost these two. We lost this guy. Oh, god damn it. We lost almost everything except the ground support guy.
Damn it.
For here, and these ones we've lost the capital ship guy, the submarine guy, and the armor division guy. So let's just hire this guy. I get the feeling that if it says not purged by Stalin, that means they're a Trotskyist, but if it says not purged by Trotsky, that means they are a Stalin supporter. So Kiev is not supporting a civil war against Konev. Okay, that's good. So, let's just get the division recovery rate guy. Oh, wait, no, I can't because I don't have enough manpower. Haha. Oh, okay. Also...
I am going to take a bathroom break real quick.
Okay. Also, thank you, Inborn the Savteek, for following. To be honest, I never had a chat this active before. And I'm actually having fun with it. Let's see. Ban fascism, ban democratic parties. We all need at least minimum of excavation 2. I'm doing the synthetic oil experiments. I really need the extra research slot, but... Nope. Did not notice I was clicking the wrong thing. But soon, the Great Purge shall be over. I can go down collectivist propaganda and armament efforts. Get that extra research slot. Get more infrastructure. Oh, excuse me. And now we can go for the transformation of nature. But also we can go for these. For more... To get the the PCDI. And then we can go down here. Requires one of the following, this or this. Military reorganization. NKD, KVD divisions, reinforce rates. NKVD, which subversive activities cost minus 50%. Operative slots. Ooh, I think this one is more for if I had La Resistance, which I don't have. Requires the Great Purge. One of the followings must be true. Must be at war with Germany, France. Either Germany, Japan, UK, France, United States, or Italy. The following will bypass the focus. La Resistance is not enabled. Does not have the national spirit Trotskyist plot. Effects: remove the Trotskyist plot purged thing. And then partisan suppression.
What I missed?
We got a new follower. So, okay,
Nice.
this one I can do. This one requires the Great Purge, but does not have the national... Okay, so this one's a bit weird. It requires me to not have the Trotskyist plot purged. Oh, this removes the thing Trotskyist plot purged. Also, it's called SMERSH.
Smersh.
Okay, so we got the end. La Resistance is not enabled. Can I actually enable some stuff? I don't know. Okay, we got just 2 more days. 1 more day. And then... The Great Purge has happened. Trotskyite plot purged. Yeah, plus 50% training time. That's not good.
Each.
Will be removed in... The purge of the filth communists have left great scars in the ranks of the Red Army officers, and it will take years for the leadership to replenish itself. So we will have... Let's see, 3 years... 4 years, basically, to recover from this. So it's not a permanent thing.
Yeah.
We got this done, so let's see. So now, because of that, I will go and go down to collectivist efforts, which grants stability. Collectivist propaganda, which does more of this. We get militarized schools, which means 0.50% recruitable population. Women's workers' culture, which grants, I believe, women in the workforce. No, that's just more construction speed. This one allows women to become military pilots.
Nice.
So that means, well, yes, women are not working in the factories, they are in the Air Force, which means more men in the trenches. Or wherever. But once we do this, these two, extra research slot, then down this for more infrastructure. And then we're gonna work on these. And then lessons of war. Research city experiments. I'll work on this. I'll try to get this. But what I will do is start with this one first. Reconcile with Japan, so that way it can be like, hey Japan, here, have North Sakhalin and just leave me alone. Which means they don't need to have a troops here at this border, which frees them up to do whatever they want here. Let's see, we don't want to kick you from the faction. Let's see. Insane faction, same ideology. So, division recovery rate guy. Let's see, what do you do? Naval research speed. Well, I only have one guy, so might as well hire him. So it's more air superiority. Actually, do I have any? No. I'm still waiting on these, which in 20 days, these two should be done. Then I can do a bit of building along here to get a bit more easy radio. We don't have any subjects, occupied territories. Okay, so we have the Azerbaijan Democratic Republic, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Republic of Armenia, Republic of Belarus, Republic of Georgia, which is part of the Three Georgias achievement, Republic of Tajikistan, Republic of Turkmenistan, Republic of Ukraine, Republic of Uzbekistan, which all of them are basically not fully compliant. We have this done. Unpause. Yep, they're doing a lot better here now. They took out here. Yep, they made a little break here, so now it's not a blob here anymore.
We stand Uzbekistan, says chat.
Okay, so Secretary General. Also another. So we stand Uzbekistan. That's cute. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this game is going. I might as well continue this. I might even, you know, save this one.
What do you mean?
Like, save this one to the YouTube. Oh, we got this. Okay, there we go. Radio detection all done. Let's see. Don't want to do the ahead of time bonus just yet. Construction speed 2, that is something we would need. More of this. What is our current thing? Factory output minus 20%. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this, which increases. This gave us a plus 10 to factory output. This one gets another plus 10, which hopefully this one alone should be enough to counter the officer's purge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, it's always good to get synthetic. If you don't have synthetic oils experiments researched, it's always a good idea to get that one done, because it's the one that takes the longest, and once this is done, you can go for these, which take less time than this. Yeah, and then these take a lot longer times, although these ones are having their times adjusted because of how much ahead of time it is.
Oh, night Squishy.
Oh, good night, Squishy. Let's see, we got 4 more convoy. Oh wait, no, we don't have this. Okay, France and Britain have announced alliances. Okay, so they have joined the Allies. So that is a thing. Let's see. Now I can just say, yeah, this is infinite building. Just infinitely build destroyers. I'm waiting on these submarine things to be like a few of the queued ones get finished. Let's roll this one down so these two finish before this one, and then I can just say, okay, this order for submarines, just keep making more. The way I have this thought out is I want either La Resistance or Battle for the Bosphorus first. The last one I will get is Man the Guns.
Okay, gotcha.
Because Man the Guns makes these two a lot more scary for me. The UK, because, you know, their whole shtick is naval stuff. And the US. Because the US Navy is also very scary.
Yeah.
Like, especially over here in these two sea tiles. Which the sea tile also includes the center of Florida. With like this little pond of water. Okay, so we got collectivist propaganda. Almost done, that's good. I've entered early mobilization. We should move soon to limited conscription so that we're not on volunteer only. So that we have more recruitable population in terms of manpower. Okay, so we have none in garrisons, which is the good thing about being in the Soviet Union. Every single other country has a semblance of a garrison that needs to be used. The others don't. Royal Indian Artillery. Nope, collectivist propaganda is done. Let's pause and then just select armament efforts and unpause, so that way we can go and get that extra research slot. The Chinese United Front forms, Guanxi Clique joins. Let's see.
Oh, another person going to bed. Do not know how to pronounce the name. It's 5T something.
Oh, it's Steve, 15.
Oh, Steve. Okay, yeah.
Okay, good night, Squishy. Good night, Steve. Hope you two had fun. Let's see. God, I still hate that I get so many notifications even on Do Not Disturb because of DM groups.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. We don't want to do this one yet. Anything here we want to do? Nothing that I can see. Ah, yes, now I know. With limited conscription. There we go. That should help our manpower rise up. What I would love is... Oh, the US passes the Neutrality Act. They support the... Oh yeah, it's just the same thing, except over here it gets the country's perspective, which is, for the Soviet Union's cases, they support the fascists by inaction then.
Yeah.
Actually, that makes the question, is the Neutrality Act still any good nowadays? Oh, so yeah, France is like over here on the weird fish hook place. I know it's Laos and Cambodia.
I had no idea.
Oh, they're devaluing the franc. So that means they formed the Popular Front and now they are doing the... And... Oh, the Hindenburg disaster. This time the Hindenburg went kablooey. So yeah, they went for buy time. And then they went for go with Britain. So that's how they joined that. And now they're going for devalue the franc. Let's see. Synthetic oil experiments done. Good God. Finally. Now improved machine tools so that we get like more efficiency. Let's see, I think, yes, it will be 5% less consumer goods factories, and we'll get a bit more, we'll have less of a penalty for fuel gained per oil. So we just need to wait. We've got a lot of stability now, which is good. Resistance target in occupied territories. Excuse me, where's the compliance resistance? I do not see a lot of resistance here. So I do not know what they mean by resistance. Okay, Xi Kane joins the Chinese front.
Things are starting to heat up.
Okay, so... Okay, this is the Chinese United Front, so... Jiang Shi and Yibei Sanma. Also, I like how it's in the color of China.
Yeah.
I think Yunnan does join, yeah. Tibet is what doesn't join.
Wonder why.
Because I think nowadays Tibet is not part of China?
Ah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's been a long time since I've looked at a map and see just how China looks.
Yeah,
So-
countries are weird.
There we go. Now we got partial mobilization. Okay, so now this should help a lot of stuff. So yeah, we got less civilian goods, which if I go here... There we go. $22 are used in... Yeah, I don't know what happens with this sometimes, because I think... Yeah, it's supposed to show me what I have. So let's go with refineries. We'll put, like, 2 synthetic refineries in Moscow.
Alright.
We'll put 1 in Ivanovo and 1 in Ryazan. So that way we have a bit of a hub of rubber production of our own. And it's in the maxed out infrastructure Moscow, so should be more distributed easily. Or distributed easier. Should also make a fuel silo because I see that we are full.
Okay.
Let's put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Okay, we have maxed out fuel silos here towards like the back end. And Amelia Earhart disappears, so now it's fully historical. And 1 here. And like another here. So that way we have a good chunk. So the fuel reserves we have aren't stuck in the middle of Siberia.
Yeah.
So that way over here, more towards the front line, we have stuff stored. So we don't have much. That's the problem. What do you have? Winter Expert, cold acclimation gain factor plus 40%. Since you have like less winter attrition, I don't see why not to do this. Okay, Jiangxi joins the United Front. Oh, yep. Japan declares war on China. They seek strength in numbers. Let's complete this. We've completed the armament efforts. Let's just go really quick on extra research slot. So we have that. And the German-Soviet treaty. Despite harsh previous rhetoric against both the people and the ideological leadership of the Soviet Union, Adolf Hitler and Germany have now reached out to us, requesting a mutually beneficial research treaty. While exchanging our knowledge would help our efforts to develop new tank designs, along with promises of other research benefits in the future, there is little doubt, considering the previous statements, that the Germans are doing this for their own sake. Should we go forward with this agreement, despite the risk of aiding Adolf Hitler's ambitions? The capitalists are a worse threat to both of us. Plus opinion from the Soviet Union gets plus 10 opinion for what Germany gets, I think. And trade relations go up. Ooh, 2-year ahead of time of reduction for medium tank models. Nice.
Nice.
We won't give the fascists the weapons to crush the proletariat. Which is, you know, gain scientist's defect, which is...
Ugh.
Yeah, the capitalists are the worst threat. So let's go for that. Just to go here and pick up the armors. Yes, this would help what I need to learn. Which means I do have this, which means like it only takes like almost less than, let's see, each month has, most months tend to have 30 days, so 90 days would be like 3 months. So slightly less than 3 months to research this level of light tank, then go straight to medium tanks.
Nice.
Which I think medium tank is like the best happy middle ground.
Yeah, I think so.
Also, we are preparing against the Poles.
Alright.
Oh, the Marco Polo Bridge incident? Yep, that happens. Oh, talented new officers! Our new officers are proving up to the task and are adapting to their new roles in the military high command. With a loyal officer corps in charge of our military, Joseph Stalin's purge seems to have some of the effects we hoped for. The Red Army is regaining its power and will soon be stronger than ever. Okay, so if I look at this, officers purged. Yep, division disorganization, it's all going down a bit more. I think everything went down by 5%. Well, except for factory output, which went down by 2. Excuse me, armies, what are you? Ah, yes, we've built up a few more, so I'm gonna put more into support equipment, because support equipment is really good.
Good to know.
Yeah, support equipment can be really good, especially if you got like logistics companies, because some of these support companies tend to have also like, hey, this requires a bit of extra. If I go here, this infantry model, or at least this, if I put this is a fast moving thing, so logistics company would be like, supply usage and supply use is less, fuel usage is decreased as well. So this would make them, like these motorized divisions, a lot better.
Okay.
So a logistics company here is necessary, because now that means they have less, they require less fuel, essentially, or they waste less fuel. Which is a good thing. We've got this done. I know the Finns... Oh no, the Finlands don't have a special unique focus tree. But I know that the Finns will be like... Yeah, Sisu, division attrition, minus 10%, the division recovery rate plus 25%, division attack on core territories plus 20%, division defense on core territories plus 20%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the attacking or defending Finland is like really not so good sometimes. Now we go here. And then we'll be able to do this. But now we go here. No. I go for Excavation Tech 2. So that way I can do some of these decisions, because I think a good chunk of these require, which if I have 100 and 100 political power, and some of these require just basic 2, that means I can do 4. If there are 4 that require Excavation Tech 2, then that means I can do 4, and that's a lot of more resources for me. Okay, they are fighting to take over this, which if they do, that means it's going a bit more historically accurate, because then this will become a pressure point, where if they desync any one of these, then this suddenly starts falling a bit more. Yep, they took over this thing, so that means... Oh, what's this one currently? The Happy March. Okay, so now we got these, so... we build these here. Okay, now I got this thing back. I only have 24 factories in consumer goods. One here. Yunnan joins the Chinese United Front. I'm not gonna put any here just yet. Over here is much more important. Okay, that, and now we put one in Moscow because it's always better to put one in your country. This thing with Latium, what I do is when I played this, I was like, okay, coastal forts out the wazoo, land forts out the wazoo, max out these 2 ports, and then just max out the infrastructure, and then max out the radar and anti-air in this area. Basically make it a pain in the fucking ass to naval invade or land invade. For here, because this is where the capital of Italy is, and you do not want to lose that. Ah, yep, they are trying to battle here for Tortosa. We need... We are
Everyone's
about
trying to gain land already. Everyone's trying to gain land already.
Yep, this one is just like... This is the Spanish Civil War. Okay, yep, there we go. Pause this. I could go ahead of time for this. Let's see. I could go this route. Not much of a big difference here. I could go ahead of time on... No, wait, I need these field hospitals. So that way I can preserve the manpower a lot better. Okay, all of you start drilling. Oh, right, these... Okay, so you. You, where are you? Yeah, you do nothing, so you go and do this. Which exercising gives at least some army experience. This one is regular, and I'm gonna train these to be regulars. They are like attrition. There we go, another free research slot. Which means I can go a bit fuel refining or rubber processing, oil gain processing. I will go for this one. Huh? What was that?
What was what?
You said something.
Oh, I was talking to someone, talking to hello.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right, interwar artillery. I need that. National focus tree. What do we got? Whoa, everything was zoomed out there. So now we got this. Let's go for let's see. Yep, militarized schools. That gives us a bit. No, infrastructure effort. That is what we need.
Yeah, we were talking about how it was cold in here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Did
So-
you hear something, or?
No, I don't know. I heard something.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so division recovery rate guide, that's gonna be necessary. Yeah, a bit more. Let's go for some weapons, artillery. This is what we have. We could do some anti-air. No, I got a random ping. Mark as red. So let's go. Okay. Oh, I paused. Or no, wait, I did click on pause. No, that was I clicked Alt by mistake, which isn't the unpause button.
Okay.
So yeah, we just gotta make sure. Inferior enemy. So the only thing wrong with this plan is that there's a large river crossing. But the only thing that we have to worry about is, yeah, here's the large river crossing that they have to deal with. The rest is just hold up by this side of the river. Just take all these tiny victory points as best you can. The Sudetenland and Eastern Sudetenland will fall. And then this the front line for here should be bigger for them. Okay, so we should be doing good. Okay, then we can blitz down to get medium tanks because we have the 2 year ahead of time. I hope it was a ×2 because if it was a ×2, then yeah, we've done a lot of research ahead of time for the medium tank. And then we can start developing medium tanks.
Yeah, I think it was ×2.
Okay, so let's go. One more day. There we go. Pause so that we don't waste a day. There we go. 2 year ahead of time bonus for medium armor models. And this is 1.18 years ahead of time. So we don't get as bad of a penalty for this. Because we got a 2 year ahead of time. And that enables medium tanks. Medium tanks are agile, multi-purpose tanks which are able to take many roles as scouts, support, and even frontline tanks.
Good shit.
What is this? Threatened. That's the thing currently thing. Uh-oh. Light tanks. Okay, yeah. Let's develop this new tank model. We are upgrading 3,200. No, wait. We're upgrading 3,300. We're upgrading these fighters because I think we have some interwar fighters. War propaganda against Japan. This would, I think, max out my war support. But so far we don't need anything against the Japanese. Oh no, wait, the women in the workforce thing is actually in here, isn't in here, so...
Huh.
So...
That's weird.
Oh right, I think the USSR already had, like, women in the workforce.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
if I remember correctly, they did.
yeah. So all I gotta do is just go down to focus, get the one party founded, and then just give up this claim. Like release it. Where is this? Do I have it as occupied territory? No, it's part of my natural territory. I cannot release it. What I could do is improve this to level 5, then just give it to the Japanese, so that way they have a level 5 infrastructure thing here.
Release some of Jupern.
No, I can't release it, seemingly, because I'm trying to find it, and I can't. So,
Yeah.
I think that means I have to give it up through the focus tree. So, just increase this by 2 levels. You know what? Let's do it. 3 levels. And also, I love seeing this. 3 of these lines are filled up to the maximum, and this one is like a third filled. Filled up by a third. Oh, the infrastructure project is done. We've gained
Nice.
a bit more. So that's, again, good to see. Good to see. Okay, so... And also, let's do 2 for here. 2 for here. So that way these are at 5. And... 1 for here and 1 for here.
Alright.
So that
Looks good to
way...
me.
Yeah, because if we have 5 infrastructures of 5 around a 10, that is better. And everything is currently 5, so that means it's going good distributions. War is the thing we're currently listening to. We've done the infrastructure thing, now let's go for... Do I have... No. Once I get a freed up thing... No, wait. 72 days, 70 days, 74 days. Yeah, what we could do is just research this, which takes 70 days. And that is a one-time 100% research bonus for air doctrines.
Nice.
So what I can do is do this. So that way, when I go to the air doctrine, I can go for... Let's see, this, what is this? Air support missions, air wing experience gain, direct ground support, fighter ace initiative, ace generation, let's see. This gives more to strategic bombings and bomber defense and basically fighter agilities, which it does for air superiority. By bombing the enemy factories either by night or more dangerously during the day, we can seriously hinder their war machine. Battlefield support. By improving how close air support interacts with divisions, we can lay waste to enemy divisions with optimal support. Operational integrity. Tactical bombers are flexible and can perform both ground support and regular bombings. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this one. Let's see. Yeah, air superiority is usually what you want the best for.
Yeah, sounds alright.
Italy announces claims on Yugoslavian territories. Getting tired?
Nah, that was just a big yawn.
Okay. So what I want to do is wait for these. Oh right, I have like minus 9% for doctrine research speed, but I think that only knocks 9% off the 100% I'm gonna get. So instead of being like... So instead of like plus 10% research speed to that stuff, it would be like... I think it's what it's saying is I have 109% 19% research speed, and then it knocks off 10%. Or
Okay.
9%. Talented new officers. Yep, we get more stuff. Lower the penalty of officers purged. Which, if I go for this, it's now 8%. So, by the time that what we're working on is done, it'll be 111%.
Nice.
So, officers purged, that would be... Yep, training time and division disorganization. It's still not good. Minus 40%. It's still a giant ouch. Max volunteer force divisions. It's now under minus 70%, which is still ouch.
Yeah.
But at least we're now not fully neutralizing the factory output thing. We're now at least above it a bit.
Just a bit. I'll say that'll be going away sometime soon, anyways.
Yeah. Let's see. Carrier fighters. Let's see. I could go for one of these. I will do this research thing too, so... Right, I get this for battleship models, so naval research speed would be nice.
Neat.
So, yeah, let's get the Nevstokie Design Bureau. So that way, researching these ahead of these bonuses for battleships, I get those a lot faster.
Nice.
Because if I go here, yep, it also affects here. So, we shall be good soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they're trying to fight as best they can. Okay, all of you... Most of you are regulars. Where are you? You are here, so you will soon be... I will just say I want to... Ah, there's excavation tech done. So what I want to do is... Yes! I should have waited, but now we got these. So what I'm gonna wait is... Aluminum plant, expand aluminum, Kursk, Belarog, that's more steel. That's good. This opens a slot, so what I can do now is... do the... No. No. Do this, because we're only 0.1 years ahead of time for this one.
Ah.
Computing machines. Like... Also, we're at 69 convoys.
Nice.
Yeet. So, let's just see... They still have control of this, which is a good thing. Let's see. Yep, interwar artillery is done. This is still a good years ahead of time. Mechanized infantry is a lot better than motorized. I love that. But now let's go for improved infantry equipment. Includes binoculars too, so we now can use that. Okay,
Why
we
didn't have that before?
I don't know. upgrading military tech is weird.
Agreed.
Also, Poland just being like, "Hey, we want to keep this our one port. It's unfair being landlocked." Yeah, they say while living near 3 fucking landlocked countries.
Yeah.
It's just like, bruh,
At least you got one.
yeah. Yeah, at least you got one.
You can get some fish.
Yeah, yeah, the Netherlands have 3. Belgium has 1, but Belgium also, like, you know, has an
Belgium.
entire... Belgium also has an entire section of Africa, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's go see what else is here. Alright, France owned New Caledonia.
Looks like I'm not the only yawning one here.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, good, don't worry about it.
Okay, now I can do 2, which is expand both of these. Oh, and I got enough for another one, so let's expand the aluminum plant in Leningrad. So now we just need a bit more, and then I can expand the aluminum plant in Kamensk. Oh. Available planes in reserve. We're gonna wait. We're almost up. There we go. Transpolar flights. So now we can go to the air doctrines and get this, which, if I had 100 air experience, would be done in 56 days, which is less than 2 months. You know what? You know what? I might as well say... Let's see. What is this one? You know what? I'm gonna do this just because I want to get this one done fast, because then I can... I know I want this for pure expediency, because then I can have like these two done, able to be researched at the same time if I do this one really, really quick. So,
Alright.
that's why I'm doing this. Let's just make sure I'm writing this correctly. XP 100. Okay, no, so pretty sure I wrote that wrong. Alright, I can't specify to which one. It has to be to all forces, so I think it's XP 100. So yeah, 100 for each, and now we go and do this one with, and spend all of it.
Nice.
I know the maximum is 500, but 100 is good enough. I know it's a bit cheaty, but I just want to do this for pure expediency, so that, you know, the chat is not just continuously seeing like, oh, that's another thing I gotta wait like maybe hours to see finished.
I mean, to quote what chat just said, it is a game, and you're supposed to have fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I want to be like somewhat legit with this.
Oh yeah, every now and then isn't terrible.
Yeah, every now and then it's not terrible to do this. So, first, gain the national spirits. So, let's see. Smirsh, I need to do Smirsh, I need to do. This requires me to be here, but this one requires me to be at war, so let's do socialist realism.
Alright.
No. Militarized schools for that extra recruitable population. As you can see, I'm 0.02 away from having 3 million manpower.
Nice.
For the army. So
That'll do some damage.
Yeah, that'll do lots of damage. Special projects. This is going for 21 of these factories. Which, if I unpause, I should get enough to do this one. So there we go. I've done all the prospect for resources thing ahead of time.
Nice.
Well, now, in basically 2 months, I will be finishing all of these, except for this one, which is going to be done in less than 18 days. So these two will be finishing up. Also, it lights up where they are. So these two will be deploying, having a lot more steel. This one, Leningrad will have more aluminum. And Kamensk here will also have more aluminum. So that means I only have 4 of these to develop more. Which means... yeah, these 3 require construction level... well, this one requires construction level 3. These 2 require excavation 3. This one requires excavation 4. So what I want to do is get excavation construction 3, build the steel mill, which gives more steel. In that little highlighted area you can see at the right. Then do these 2. But this should help me be more have my resources be a lot better, because now I can just make things with steel and be a lot better. I have a lot of chromium. And now, because of the synthetic refineries, I have +2 usage of... I have a +2 of excess rubber.
Nice.
And I have +25% -25% factory bomb vulnerability. So now that means I have a 1/4 of a percentage to not... for each of my factories to not be bombed. Which is a great thing. Also, just gonna cancel this. Oh, yep, we got excavation 2 for these. Oh, I can actually do more for these. I thought these were gonna be done and gone. But no. There we go. Now we got ourselves these. These bad boys. So that means if I go to production... we're still having to upgrade all of these tanks. I might as well upgrade these to version 2. And since I got a medium tank, I'm going to create a variant, which is more reliability, more gun. What I like is doing this, a improvement of all ones, and I will say a T-32 Alpha. Save. And then we do this one, the T-32 Alpha, as being built.
Nice.
We increase the priority of this to be just under this, but we also increase the motorized to be above this.
Makes sense.
Now that is a good thing. Now I have to wait a good amount of years, because I did... while the ahead of time bonus did reduce me a little bit the amount of time I had to wait, because I still researched something that was really ahead of time, this is the penalty I have now.
No, that's fine.
And it affects all of the tanks.
Ooh, really?
Yep, because if I hover over light tanks, here it is. Same amount as the medium tank.
Yikes.
So that's why you don't want to do the ahead of time stuff too often. I will go for rubber processing, so that way I get a bit more rubber from my synthetic refineries.
Alright.
Because my airplanes do require rubber, because you can't make an airplane without rubber.
Apparently.
I mean, it has the wheel as a symbol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all airplanes have wheels, and you can't make a wheel without rubber. So, it does the logical. It makes you do the logical leap of you can't make steel. You can't make planes without rubber because planes need wheels to land, and wheels are made out of rubber. So if you don't have the rubber, you don't have the wheels, which means you don't have the planes. And
Yeah,
now,
that's more sense than I thought it would.
yeah, and now I have this done really quick, which means all fighter detection is plus 10%. But now I can do these, which is just more ground support. I would do this one, but not right now. I will also do these two again for another 60-day bonus. Expand the aluminum plant in Stalingrad needs research 4. For this one, I need research 3 to get tungsten mines, because tungsten is what I would love, because that means I can do more. Alright, I never checked the land doctrines. Yes, superior firepower is sometimes the best. If you have like a good amount of industry already, which is tied to your infrastructure, you do mobile warfare. Grand battle plan is grand battle plan, and now I'm gonna do this one, which means out of supply bonus is just this. Supply grace is now 2 days. And now, and because I have, oh wait, no, I don't have the 100 XP. So nah, I won't. I could send an attaché to Communist China. And Mao can't disagree with me. Can't say, no, I refuse, because they're communists. This guy is not aligned. This guy is not aligned with a bit of communism, not aligned. Communists. Not aligned with a bit of fascism, not aligned. Not aligned with a bit of fascism. Not in a faction. So my two best options are either... they aren't in a war. So my two best bets are Communist China and Sinkane to send these attachés.
I probably do it for China.
Yeah, local arms development. Oh, I didn't know Xiangxi had a bit of a better focus tree.
Nice.
Cooperate with the nationalists. Join the Republican government. So this one's the thing here. They're doing this. Let's see. Ideological education, long-term economic planning. Yeah, long-term economic planning. They were just doing this for the whole time. Now, if they do this and they go down this route, that means they can be more on my faction. You know, while they were factionless, I could have just asked them to join my faction, and then I had Mongolia and Sinkane as part of this, and then just be like, hey, I'll help you take over all of China and just be a puppet.
So good.
So yeah, this is a lot more fun, honestly, and I see that there's more people enjoying it this way.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they are trying to fight either here or here to gain either way, and if they gain this one, it's just like it can be a 3-province push to Bilbao. And that would be like a big fucking destruction. Oh, they took over these sections. That's good.
Yeah, it's more active than just sit and wait. You're right.
Yeah, it is more active than sit and wait because that's what the UK and the US is basically is. That's basically what democracy in this game is. In
And
this
it's
game,
dumb. Yeah.
Indian National Congress triumphs over the provincial. Do votes really change anything? Militarized schools is done. So now we go for worker culture, which is more construction speed.
Neat.
No, I'm gonna do on an ocean-going navy because it's times 2 100% research bonuses to battleship models,
Gotcha.
which means these are the battleships. Which, if I unlock this one, enables Project 21. Yeah, I could do this one and then just be like, yeah, because if I go with the 100% boost, this one will be like a lot faster, less than 100 days. And then I could just go for... I can't go for this one, but then I could go for... No, I could use the bonus for this one. Because by the time I'm able to get it, that knocks 70 days off and then 100% times 2 100% research bonuses. I could get this one, which is a 1940 thing model ahead of time.
True.
The Lenin class. So I am gonna sit and wait.
Okay.
Now I have more planes available in reserve. That's the good fucking thing. See, I feel like I'm doing more progress with this than the UK, because the UK was just like boring and just like, hey, we can't do shit without world tension because democracy. Okay, so let's go here. Let's do this one. Increase the strength of our infantry a bit more. Once this one's done, we'll be getting a plus 5% research bonus, which means that would be 24%. And oof, I really want this. I would really love Purge, the Officer's Purge, to be like reduced a bit more.
How much longer does that have?
Will be removed on the 23rd of February 1941, so we're like 3 years off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got another tick.
Hey.
So now it is minus 7% for land, naval, and air doctrines research speed.
Nice.
Another minus 2% to the minus factory output. So now that is minus 14%. Ah, they're trying to fight over here for the Baleares Islands. Oh, they're trying to take out Burgos.
Yeah.
I mean, they did expand here properly, so that is putting the Republicans at a bit of a squeeze. Let's see. These are done, these are done. Improve worker conditions is like minus 10% factory output. Yeah, no. Until Officer's Purge is done, I am not improving the the condition for my workers. Which is, you know, a bit weird as the communists, which is their whole thing is the workers over the rich.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but again, with Officer's Purge, it was just like, yeah, no.
About that.
Also, it's weird that I have I know I'm... It's not weird that I have Mountaineers, but just like, you know, I have these Mountaineers in areas that are not the mountains.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
Yeah, like, all the borders I share do not have mountains. Except for, like, no, these aren't mountains either. Is this a mountain? No, it's not a mountain. Mountaineers would basically be over here for Sinkain.
Yeah.
And Mongolia.
But apparently not.
Armor, effort, yeah, Mongolia is just like... Oh, they've been going down this whole side of the focus tree, just like the military stuff. Okay, so... Aviation effort 2, so they would need naval effort and flexible navy to go for the NAV effort. Okay, we got a lot of political power for this. So... Close air support, amphibious assaults. Let's see, division speed, division defense. Okay, we got another thing freed up, so this one, let's see. This one can only take 40 days specifically, so I can sacrifice that. There we go! What was that I got? Okay, that's for battleship models. So now I can go to here to battleships, and this will only take almost 70 days. Project Set 21. And now I can found the PCDI. The People's Commissariat of Defense Industry, which grants civilian to military factory conversion minus 20%, which the cost of that is reduced. And now I can do the PCDI. So there we go. Found the PCDI. Rubber processing should be done in just 2 days. Oh, okay, it was loading and auto-saving as well.
Okay.
That's why when you see the thing... The conversion speed for this is also good. Oh, this would be good considering that we're doing battleship stuff, so... Do this so that it's only 140 days. So there we go. All this stuff will be done soon and I love it.
Nice.
Okay, this is good. Oh, they're losing a bit of ground in Burgos, but they are keeping this a bit.
They're getting pinched though, I will admit that.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know why they aren't sending like forces.
Yeah.
Okay, send an attaché. Okay. Maybe improve our relations by a bit. They will accept, but I don't want to support you. So if I put you in the positive... We could do a lend-lease of support equipment of 100 monthly, or 200 monthly with a bit of support equipment.
That works.
100. So there we go. That should help them. Has accepted our lend-lease. Okay, they have +2 reasons to like us.
Woo.
So... No, they still decline. That means we just have to modify their lend-lease again. So let's see, do we have anything we can send? We can send all of these outdated ones. This one will be once. And it'll be 150.
Sounds good.
So now they have a bit of light tanks to help them, which should be good.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think the light tanks alone should help them push this side. And we got this, so let's go and do... No, we can't do that one. That is for decreased decryption. Okay, so let's go and do this one to get the better tactical bombers. Instead of the strategic bombers. Okay, I don't know why that was that. So let's go. No, rubber processing, not to that. Fuel gain from refineries, +10%. This one is less than 100 days, so that's good. We'll do some oil processing.
Alright.
If they do push this deeper, they would be on a equal footing, like one is about to push into Madrid, one's about to push into Burgos, but it seems that they've stopped here. They seem to have pulled back. If they grab Almeria, that means these people stop getting supply. They get more from Granada, but the Granada can only supply so much. Because it's not a major victory point. It's not the big bubbles. A big bubble in this this is worth 30 victory points. So basically, it can be like a lot of supply. The Fourth International. A number of communist delegates calls for its formation have existed for years. Stalin has responded to the growing support for Trotskyism abroad by ordering additional assassinations and increasing propaganda against his old rival. With the past purges of suspected Trotskyists in the high ranks, of the Soviet military and leadership in recent memories, this is unlikely to be met with any resistance. So let's hope this helps them.
Hopefully.
Because I do want nationalist Spain to win, because I do want at least Spain to be somewhat historical.
Yeah.
Project 21 is done. We are about to finish the PCDI, and it is done. So now let's go and pick Socialist Realism. No, wait. NKVD Primacy. Or Primacy, not primary. So now we got this, which the research bonus would be like this much, but I don't want to put myself too much of a bottleneck. We'll research carriers, so that way we have at least somewhat of a carrier class. The Anschluss of Austria, and yep, it's happened. The oldest Eastern... Yep.
Oh, we have hit the 3-hour mark, apparently.
Oh, nice.
E.
I want, United Mega, I just want this to be, like... I want historical Spain, to be honest. And quote-unquote Republican is actually Communist Spain. Remember, this is a time period where Republican meant democratic instead of what it means now.
Yeah, it's weird how that switched.
Yeah, it switched like that, and I never understood why. Okay, so now
Me
that
neither.
they have 100 opinion of us, will they accept? No. Okay. Hungary renounces Treaty of Trianon. Okay, so there's that. They will not. They won't accept. So they're at the extra research slot, so they've maxed out a good amount of their infrastructure. Because to get this, it requires infrastructure effort too. I really wish I was able to play as Spain, because then it would be, like, fun to be like, okay, I gotta go do this, and then, like, oh, hey, I gotta take over this north side as fast as possible to prevent the communist Spain from firing. And also, Republican Spain would have to be like, yeah, I have to make sure that anarchist Spain doesn't fire. And just be like, yeah.
Spain.
Oh, the successful purge. In the wake of the foundation of the Fourth International, the hunt for Trotsky's supporters was intensified, and several people close to Stalin were executed. Left with no one but himself, Stalin has retreated to his mansion. With every treacherous friend and family member finally dealt with, he can now find some rest and fully focus on the glory of on bringing glory to the Soviet Union. It's time to hang up the axe. Remove the Trotskyist plot purged. So now we don't have this. So now we got a lot of stuff better. Oh, we bypassed Smersh.
Mersh.
So now I can actually go here. Oh, the main theme is what's playing, and it's literally fucking Flight of the Valkyries.
Okay.
Okay, so Doctrine Research Speed, that's now 7% instead of 8, which is better than before. I think I'll go for like a few more minutes. Ah, yep, there we go. It's now lowered even more, so now it's 6%.
Alright. Anyways, you were saying?
Yeah, so let's go for Division Speed for this guy. For our armies. As like... I'm actually happy that this purge stuff is getting slowly lowered and lowered.
Yeah. And then it'll just be gone and you'll have a benefit.
Yeah. Also, I see that these are doing... Yep, they're doing the thing. They're trying to get rid of... Trying to fight this, which will cut off these people from the main Madrid supply generation.
Nice.
Oh, hey, they took over this side. That's actually good. That means if they take over all of this, then they'll have an extra port on the inside... An extra port on the inside of the Mediterranean Sea that is not connected to Africa. Which means they get more supply generation because so far only Republican Spain has a lot of that. Oh, hey, they took over this little bit. That's actually better, too, because now they don't have this big of a squeeze to deal with here.
Nice.
I guess the Lend-Lease I sent was good.
As good as it was.
Let's increase this by 50 and increase this by 50. So that way they have a bit more support.
That'll help them out.
They won't accept attaché or volunteers, but they will accept my produce. Yes, I just called a bunch of guns produce.
I mean...
Strong sheet around battleships. That means we are a force to be reckoned with when deployed on the sea. So, naval. Radar station level 2. You know what? Since I know what's going to be coming, I'm gonna research the anti-tank model of artillery. Because, you know, le Germans.
Yeah.
Let's see, fascist demagogue. You know what? Popular figurehead. So that way I get even more stability. Because I believe more stability is increased if the more stability I have. Political power is increased by the amount of stability I have, I think.
That makes sense.
So, what I can do is just ban democracy. And I believe all those democratic people will be replaced by a surge of fascism, which, to be honest, that little tiny chunk of fascism is not that bad against the majority of the Communist Party.
Yeah.
Also, doing that would literally seal my fate, as would actually help in the future. Like, be like, yeah, y'all go form NATO. I'm gonna be here with my good old communism. It's like you would be surprised how many countries were like, yeah, let's go deal Stalin, and then Hitler comes over and it's just like, hey, you wanted to go deal with that guy? No, go deal with me.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's like both, like, yeah, a lot of like sociology students are taught, like, are given the question, like, who was the worst? Who was the truly out of the two?
Hold on,
worst?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Denmark. I learned that pronunciation thanks to Penguins of Madagascar. Okay, so they just need to regain this section. They are trying to fight here. What can I send? None are being produced, so I can't send these. Once.
Back.
Welcome back. Send 100, 250 of these once. And that makes it a lot better. So, yeah, I just sent some planes over for Mr. Francisco.
Aki.
So that should help. Yep, they took over this bit. They took over Granada. That means another supply generation place over here. Which means they can take over this section here and get more supply generation from the south. Yep, they are trying to sever this little link here, which if they do, this side... Oh! The Soviet Volunteer Corps. With the war in China continuing, the Chinese air forces have been stretched thin trying to defend the airspaces over China provide air support for the fighting troops. Chiang Kai-shek has launched a personal appeal to Joseph Stalin to send support in the form of combined forces of about 50 medium bombers and 100 fighters. This may prove a useful opportunity to test our most modern equipment in combat under combat conditions. They will have to make do with what they have, or unlocks decision dispatch the volunteer Soviet group. And we get air experience. Nice. That is something I would love. It's now more tightly integrated into our army, making sure our soldier morale and faith in the party is high. Damage to garrisons. I don't need that just yet, so let's go for workers' culture. So we have better construction speed. There we go. The People's Commissariat of Internal Affairs was a law enforcement agency of the Soviet Union that directly executed the rule of the power of all the Union Communist Party. It also tasked with the protection of Soviet borders and espionage, which included political assassination abroad, influencing foreign governments, and enforcing Stalinist policy within communist movements in other countries. So if I go here, I should see that I have a little decision. There we go. Have at least 50 tactical bombers stored in stockpile. Okay, so do I have these tactical bombers? No, I have strategic bombers.
Aren't those kind of the same thing?
I don't know. Apparently not in-game. Which
Lame.
means... yes, I am researching a tactical bomber.
Ah.
So I would need to make this. Yeah, I sent all these fighters away.
Yeah.
So I don't have these. I have the ability to make them, it's just not any of them stored. I have naval bombers. Yeah, this is the interwar bomber of tactical bombers. So let's just go and make a tactical bomber wing. I mean, they're gonna be made obsolete in a bit.
Yeah.
But why not make it? Just in case. So I'll be like... No to these. There are none needed for here. So I will take one away from here. You know, no, I'm gonna stop this one. Just have it be like here so that it goes here, and then I go and say, yeah, make me the T3632 Alpha, which I made that myself. It's a variant with an upgrade to all the things I can upgrade. I put it a 1 in all of them, so that way it's at least better than the standard medium tank, but at least it's a medium tank. Like, not the best, but it's good.
True.
Let's see. Modify the Lend-Lease. And I will send you a monthly of, or a once of all of this. I will send you 300 of these once. Actually, in storage, how many do I have? In storage, so no. 220 of these is what I want to send once. And then these I have, let's just say 460. And there we go. What do we got? Non-aggression pact with Communist China?
Hmm.
Okay, I will accept. German Reich claims Memel. I can break it whenever I want.
True.
But
Gives
now...
you a bit of peace of mind at the moment, too.
Yeah. Also, it guarantees that, yeah, no, if the rest of the United Chinese Front wants to fight me, or through Mongolia, Communist China is just like, yeah, nah, mate. I don't want to fight them. You know what, I might as well do this one. Excavation Tech 1, so that way I get a better digging. So there we go. Now, they should be getting a lot of a lot of air support. They should grab this. I know that as Germany, or if you play as Germany or Italy, you can send directly to nationalist Spain and just go like, okay, this is what you need to win. So I personally will just go grab these 2 empty spaces, make you worry less, tighten up your front line, and that's what they did. I really hope they get... I don't know if they're fighting to get into here or into here, but if they win either of these, it's a complete cutoff to here, which means they can move and expand to here, which shortens their front line. Also, Albania hasn't been annexed yet. It's like they just did this, and now I don't know if that means Albanian occupation or befriend Bulgaria. Guaranteeing the independence of the Kingdom of Slovakia is guaranteed by Czechoslovakia and France. It's guaranteeing the independence of Turkey, Kingdom of Greece, and Yugoslavia. And we got this. So, outdated equipment in production, interwar bombers. We only have 1 in reserve, which means we go to the proper tactical bomber.
Alright.
Yeah, lose 12 days of production. Yeah, nah.
I'm good.
Oh, no, wait, we got 230, 240 in storage, waiting to get upgrades. So that's good. So now we get... Oh, no, wait, what we have is free civilian factories. Jesus. I forgot all about my civilian factories. So let's go with a round of anti-air about, say, all the way down here. No, remove 1 over here. And there we go. Nice front line of anti-air. Okay, we can't do anything here. More infrastructure. You know what? 1 away, and then just be like... all it is here, let's put you, like, 4th in the queue so that you have something working on you. So, 3 of these are at max efficiency. That's what I love to see. I will wait on this. Nothing here to research, at least things that I want. This is ground support, infrastructure destruction. You know what, let's go with frequency analyzing. And disometric radar. Because now those are very small, the amount of time to research those.
Alright.
And there we go. We got a lot of short things to research, which is better.
Yeah.
And we just need about 50 tactical bombers made or upgraded. And then get this. China will receive this 100 fighters and 150 bombers from us, gain 5% base war support, which is good. That would lead me up to 91%. Oh, workers' culture done. Let's see, workers' culture, that's more construction speed. Now we do socialist realism. It's a one-off, but it's a free 120 political power. And then we go for women in aviation and transformation of nature. And then we go for anti-capitalist diplomacy. So that way, one of the following must be true. After one has had a war since completing the Great Purge. After 1 o'clock, I don't know if it's AM or PM, January 1st, 1941. Lessons of war. Partisan suppression, NKVD divisions, but I'll do this so that way I can go reconcile with Japan. Oh. Gains border conflict resist. Let's see. Our relations with Japan has always been troubled, but there are bigger fish to fry. By exploiting their desperate lack of natural resources, the Japanese could be led by the nose. Their anachronistic feudal regime is bound to fall soon anyway. See, like, what I want to do is seed land, Nordsakhalin, so that way I can be like, okay, yeah, I don't need to do this. Claim the Straits. The Comintern. Expand the Red Fleet. Ultimatum on Greece. Okay, so what I want to do is do this, then do these, then do these, then I'm ready for this line. I'll be ready, I'll have enough support stuff. I can do both of these, it doesn't make me do. Like, I can do both, and it's just like, yeah, nothing's stopping me.
Gotcha.
And then I have all of this to work with. I hope I can reconcile with Japan, so that way it's just like, yeah, easy. Because I do.
Take this and go.
Yeah, just, here, take this island. It's not worth the trouble. And then, and leave me alone. And then I can just claim Sincain. Gain claims on all of this land on Sincain, so I can just be like, yeah, Sincain, mine. Suppression of subjects. I can't do this one because I don't have any subjects.
But by the way, here in like a few-ish, I'm not exactly sure when, dinner's gonna need my help for a few. Shouldn't take too long, but it'll take a few.
No, don't worry. I'm gonna do these. Do these, and then just be like... stream's been going on for almost 3.5 hours, and it's pretty dark already for me, so...
Yeah, I can agree with that here.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna be like... Like, I can just end the stream now.
It's up to you.
No, I want to, because, good lord, I'm getting a bit hungry, I want to eat.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I'm getting tired.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna save, pause right now, so it saves on a paused state. Go to this,
That's a
save
good idea.
game, and I will save it as not this. I'll save it as stream save 1. So, and I do this to double check. Yep, it is saved properly. So, putting it like here. Thank you everyone for basically giving the decisions that you did at the start of the stream. It's been really fun. It's a lot better than than the first attempt to try to stream this game. Thank you, Steve15, for this. Thank you, Steve15, for basically raiding me, because, good lord, I didn't expect that. Like, I genuinely didn't expect it, especially with 3 other people.
Yeah.
Thank you for all 5 people that are watching me. I'm saying 5 people because that's what Streamlabs is telling me, unless it's different on your end, Bird.
Hold on. No, it's tell me 5.
Okay, so, yeah. Thank you to all of you. This has been really fun. Tomorrow, I'll be streaming Among Us.
East.
Yeah, so I have, like, me and it'll be 5 people total because when I announced that, 4 people already wanted to say that they could play, so yeah, we got 5 people ready.
So we can always just ask that server we both know if we need more people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to be secretive about it.
Eh.
Yeah, it's just because saying it like that means it's like, oh, it's probably a bad server.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like, don't want to say the one word, which could make this audio claimed. Like, audio muted. So, yeah, that's why I don't want to say it. So that's why we're not saying it.
Yeah, that's
because, you know, to prevent this section of audio being muted. But, yeah. Thanks, everyone. And see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See ya.